do you have to wait to make distributions before you file that last tax return?
Welcome to Barry's Bites. Please join our host, attorney and financial advisor Chris Barry.
The answer is no. In terms of just estate administration, kind of the process is that first we have to get death certificates, we have to get an inventory of assets, and then once we have that inventory and assets, then we start paying off any final expenses. During this process, we can make distributions to our beneficiaries. I always counsel our clients to wait at least a month or so just to gather up all the bills that are coming in, understand what's out there before thinking about making any distributions whatsoever. So I wouldn't really make any distributions for at least the first month or so, depending on the size of the estate. Like if we have millions in the estate, chances are there's not going to be millions worth of expenses. Because the concern is if you make a distribution and then there's additional bills that have to be paid on the estate, whether they're like final expenses or hospital bills or tax bills, it's kind of hard to get the money back from the beneficiaries that you already gave money to. So yes, you can make distributions from the estate or from the trust prior to handling the last tax return. I always caution clients, just make sure that if there's going to be any costs, that you save some money back in the trust account or save some money back in the estate account. Just because I don't want there to be a tax bill and then now you as the personal representative or trustee are on the hook hoping to get reimbursed from the other beneficiaries where you already made a distribution. So getting back to the question, do you have to wait until like April of next year when you do the last tax return to make distributions? The answer is definitely not. Just hold back enough funds so that if there is a tax bill at the end of the day, you have enough funds to cover that. And then the second part of that question was, do you have to wait until the end of the year to file that last tax return? The answer is no. As a general rule, no, you don't have to wait. You can always file early. And in fact, that might be helpful as long as everything is accurate so that you can make a distribution early or you can know what your tax bill is going to be at the end of the day. There are some reasons why you might want to wait because the feds have made mid-year changes to some of the tax code, tax laws. So as a general rule, we don't really recommend filing early. But in situations, especially if it's a very simple situation, then I wouldn't see an issue. But again, I would defer to whoever the last person doing the tax return has been with regards to that final tax filing.